Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you. Wow, this video quality is terrible on my webcam. Um, yeah, first time doing a live on my computer at work. Don't tell anybody I'm playing hooky. Or you can tell all the people you want. I really don't care. Yeah, guys, so I just wanted to say thank you for following along the Peterbilt Mike channel. The analytics just told me I hit 5 million views, which is a goal that I was trying to hit at Christmas time and didn't make it, and tried to hit 30,000 subscribers, didn't make it. You know, things have been down a little bit as far as subscribers, but I was kind of burnt out over the holidays. Got to tell you, it was a busy year last year. And good morning, Kenton. Thanks for following along. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you, kind of give a little update as to where my head's at. I think I'm going to try and post videos on a regular basis on a certain day. And I was thinking Friday mornings, because you know what? I was thinking if I post a video every Friday morning, then at least you guys know when the video should be coming out, rather than kind of, you know, having days here, there, everywhere. But good evening. And I also thought when I do lives, I should do it in the morning so that you fellers that are, you know, overseas like in Europe and that, are still awake. So it's not like 3 o'clock in the morning or some crazy thing. But yeah, so I just wanted to give a shout out. And hey, Snowman from Sweden, thanks for popping in. You know, a lot of you guys are saying that with K2 that I shouldn't paint a BJ in the bear colors. And you know what? Dad said the same thing, and I'm starting to think that maybe you guys are right. Maybe I should just leave them white with the blue stripes for now, paint the frame black, and I'm going to put the 18-speed I bought in them. So doing that, I got a video of starting the windshield frame on low and slow. I did that actually last weekend, so I was going to post that probably on Friday. And yeah, needless to say, I'm not a bodyman. You know what? Hopefully guys don't get irritated by the, you know, a rookie like me doing body work, but we're trying. Yeah. But yeah, did some sandblasting, made a mess in the shop, and we're headed in the right direction. But you know what? K2, I'm getting them. We're going to attack him. Like, it actually warmed up. Wow. It warmed up. It was like +4 Celsius. The day before yesterday, and then we had a flash freeze, so it got down to like -20 and everything froze again. So maybe when it warms up, I'm going to start cutting the fifth wheel pedestals off K2 and stripping the frame so that we see what we got. You know, Kenny, I threw that backup camera on there. I was actually sponsored with the backup camera, and they gave it to me, which is kind of awesome. And I'm going to put some more cameras because I kind of like that camera, not gonna lie. And I'm not just saying that because they gave me a camera. I really did like it. Oh, hey, service counter people down here at Dobbs Peterbilt love the King key tags. Awesome. Yeah, you betcha. And that's another thing. Shop Peterbilt Mike. I got some hats. I got some Peterbilt hats. I've ordered t-shirts. I've got 2 different styles coming in. I got one that's going to have a 389 with low and slow on the front, and then I got kind of a silhouette of low and slow. Trying 2 different styles because, you know what, I just love the Cabover. So we're doing that. Got some Peterbilt hats. I got to get the pictures uploaded because I want you guys to have good pictures of the merch. And you know what, it's been so crazy with the kids working that I've kind of, you know, been a bugger. Flash freeze here in New Brunswick. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard of flash freeze, but it's true. Yeah. Hey, Holland. Hello, Mike. I am Nabil. Hopefully I said that right, Nabil, but from North Africa. Right on. Who would ever thought Mike and Prince George with a love for Cabover could be talking to a feller from North Africa, but pretty dang cool, gotta say. So, yeah, I also wanted to ask you guys what you guys would like to see. Like, I know I got to get the trucks done. I know I got to try and concentrate on one, but personally, I like changing it up a little bit because I don't want to get bored just working on one. And it's one of those things with 4 trucks, you kind of got to divide up your time. But But yeah, let me know what you would like to see, and I'll try and accommodate. Do you like the truck wrecker yard videos? I know there's actually one, Frontier Equipment. I was going to go check it out and see if I know they don't have any Cabover stuff because I looked, but I was actually going to go talk to him about rear clips for Kenny. So, because Kenny needs a rear clip. I don't like Kenny short. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of fun. Not going to lie. It is kind of fun, and being able to park in a parking spot, but it doesn't drive as nice as low and slow. Low and slow stretched out. Yeah. Drives good. Love that bark, but I got to get that windshield frame back together. Gosh. So I got to borrow a not a gun, a wire feed welder. That's what I'm going for. But yeah, I think Dad's right. Yeah. Oh, that's no good. Motorcycle accident. Well, take care. Freaking motorcycles. I was going to get a motorcycle once. Well, actually, no, I had a motorcycle once. I was going to getting sidetracked all over again. I had a KTM EXC 450 dual sport. And the kicker was when I was driving truck, I always wanted to carry a bike on the back so that way I could, you get somewhere, you pull your bike off and go for a rip. And so anyways, never got one when I was driving truck. So I got one when I started selling trucks, and the kids were little and stuff. And Andrew's like, you're not going to ride that on the street until the kids are old enough to look after themselves. And I'm like, so what age is that? 18, 17, 16? And she's like, at least 18. Well, I've got one that's 18 now. So I ended up selling that motorcycle. Maybe I can get another one. Scotland, hey, thanks for joining in. Can't wait to low and slow. I can't wait to get low and slow back on the road either. And I don't know which truck I'm going to paint now. So am I going to paint one in the spring? Not sure. I kind of got it set up at the one shop, except I got to take the cab off. And if everybody's thinking I should leave K2 for now, then I won't paint K2. Maybe paint Kenny, but if I'm going to paint Kenny, I should probably get his frame stretch first. So I don't know. And right now I'm kind of looking for an engine for K2 because that's the other big thing. K2 needs an engine. So, and I got to get my 362s on the road. So, as far as stubby trucks go, stubby, Mr. Stubbs, whatever we want to call it, the 94 362, that one I'm going to leave short. That one can be the go to work truck. And it actually has a fifth wheel mount. So I was thinking if I leave that deck on, I could just throw a fifth wheel on it. So I would have a fifth wheel truck. And I'd like to get a step deck trailer with ramps. Cause then at the very least, if I go to a truck show, I could load the Peterbilts on the trailer, tow it with an Aerodyne. Cause the problem with Aerodynes is they're freaking tall. Yeah. Like to finish your restore and more video. So yes, finish the restore. That's key. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I want to try hiring somebody to help me. I don't know who or how or what, because a lot of, you kind of got to be into YouTube if you are okay to be on camera. And a lot of people in this town are not okay being on camera. And then Andrew's like, that's good content, though. You can do it yourself. And I'm like, I know I can do it myself, but I got a day job, which is why I'm at my office. And it's hard to get it all done just working weekends. But I tell you, I love it. I love it. Love these Cabovers. But new workshop would be great because, like, when I was sandblasting, okay, now here's how it works. And maybe you guys are the same. And when the video comes out, I know I'm going to get a lot of flack because I didn't wear a respirator sandblasting. But I got the Princess Auto Sandblaster. And of course, it's Princess Auto. It's cheap, like one-time use type tools, a lot of it. Not high quality. So I've got my Princess Auto Sandblaster, and a little plastic bucket of sand, fill it with sand. And I'm really not expecting it to work. I got a little 5-horse compressor. My compressor is really not big enough. It doesn't have a high volume of air. So I'm like, well, we'll try it on this windshield frame. And I'm taking the gun and I start and I was like, oh, it's actually working. And I had my face shield on so it doesn't, blow back in my face. I like Scania. I've never seen, anyways, I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, you try it and it's working. And then I got sand blasted in my hair because I just got the face shield on. So then I put a a shop towel on my head and I'm sandblasting. And of course the sandblast sand, because it's kind of heavy, it's like blowing everywhere, but it's not like it's creating dust. It just falls down. So I was like, start a little bit before you know what, I got the whole thing done. Then I stop and I look and the shop is like a cloud of dust. And I'm like, why is it so dusty? And then I'm like, oh yeah, the stuff you're blowing off with the sand is turning it to dust. And yeah, so I made a mess. So that's why I need a dedicated truck shop. Keep Mike's garage clean and tidy, or try to. I mean, Andrea came in and she's like, it's just dust. You can clean it. You can wipe it all down. But I just hate making a mess. So, and yeah. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys for 5 million views, because you know what? It's not my channel. It's our channel. It's a community. And I just love sharing the truck stuff with you. And, I love sharing the new truck stuff with you. And although I haven't been doing that as much, and of course we're on allocation, and what a bugger, I know I'm getting sidetracked again, but to be a salesman in this market, I had a customer call me yesterday, wants 6 trucks for January 2023, wants pricing. You know what? She's going to shop. And it's like, can't get you pricing. Probably can't get you 6 trucks for January. Maybe get you 1, maybe 2. What do you do? It's like, I don't know. We'll talk again in the end of Q1 or maybe in June, but it sucks. It really sucks. But it is what it is. We're all in this together, right? Get through this friggin' COVID crap and move on with life. But anyways, guys, I just want to say I really appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing too. And does my oldest son have any interest in trucks? Not really. No, my kids are not into the trucks like I am. I was actually kind of looking to see how Toronto, hey, right on. Fun fact, my wife actually, Andrea, her job, she Toronto has, what the heck is it? Wheel-Trans, I guess, for handicapped and elderly people. It's kind of like a public transit for people that, can't get onto public transit. So Andrea books people's rides in Toronto, and we live in Prince George. So it's kind of cool. Modern technology, eh? And actually we owe it to Starlink, because we got a Starlink dish from, Elon. And living where we live, that Starlink dish has been a game changer. But yeah, who would have thought that my wife in Prince George would be working for people in Toronto? So yeah, apparently guys had a lot of snow here. Was it yesterday or the day before? So but yeah, my oldest son doesn't really have any interest in the trucks. In fact, my kids are kind of jam tarts. Piper, my daughter, she's got the most cojones when it comes to climbing up into the truck and that. And my youngest boy, Tucker, he'll be the salesman. He's the comedian. But yeah, climbing into the Cabover, he actually needed help climbing out, because he was, my kids are, their mother's a safety, little bit of a nervous Nelly. So the kids have inherited that a little bit and love them to death, but they're not the, climbing up and down and all around. But they'll help me anytime I ask them to do anything. So, because they know they got it pretty good, because I'm, kind of a softie. But it's interesting. Truck driver and Toby, driver in Sweden, just said Volvo is the best. And you know what? That's really cool, because, I believe Peterbilt is the king as far as king of the road, but there are a lot of good trucks out there. Like in Europe, Volvo trucks, I think, are a totally different animal than Volvo trucks in North America. And I always say there's a horse for every saddle and a saddle for every horse, whether it's Pete Kenworth, Freightliner, Volvo, Mack, whatever, International. Certainly we all have our favorites, and different markets have different preferences, like in Prince George, like in my corner of the world, Peterbilt and Kenworth are tops. But yeah, when you go back east, Mack is a big player. And when I was down on the island, because I had a stint working at Kenworth back in 2010, I was surprised how strong Mack was on Vancouver Island. But there again, the Mack dealer on Vancouver Island is strong and has great service. So, it comes down to service. But anyways, I just think it's cool. Like I got to see a DAF truck when I went to the Innovation Center in Silicon Valley for PACCAR, and it was really cool. And it amazes me how different it is. And like Bubbles here, junking over there. Yeah, okay. And I honestly don't know, but the cool thing is to see what you guys on other continents do, like whether it's Europe or Australia. And one thing that I really like is the whole idea of having full fenders. Because like in our area, full fenders are not a thing. Like a highway truck will have them. And part of it is because we chain up in the wintertime and stuff a lot and you'll rip fenders off. But our roads are so dirty with you call it sand, but it's rocks. Let's face it, we got rocks on the road. You know, you got log trucks that are covered in mud going down the highway. It rains, it washes it all off. So you got more rocks and gravels and so like someone asked me, why aren't you changing the windshields in Kenny? And it's like, because it's just going to break again. Like Andrea's Jeep, the windshield's toasting. It's almost, well, it's pretty much to the point where we're going to have to change it because it's just that bad. But and in the final, what's your Weech when you got 5 million of views? I don't understand that. I'm sorry. I don't know what Weech is. Maybe it's a typo. But yeah, you know what? My plan with the videos is just keep on giving her. You know, I've said I want to get to 1 million subscribers one day, which is maybe a lofty goal, maybe not. I don't know any trucking YouTubes that have 1 million subscribers. So let's do it. Screw it. Because the kicker is I want to give a truck away. And I don't know if I have to get to 1 million subscribers to do it, but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to say it's going to be a brand new truck, but it'd be really cool to give away a brand new truck. God, that'd be awesome. Could you imagine like giving a truck to somebody, like just change their life forever? I just think that would be really cool. So, but anyways, love trucks. Going to keep making content of trucks. Thailand, right on. I guess it's already tomorrow in Thailand because today was yesterday in Thailand. Thailand's a beautiful place. I wonder if Peterbilt Mike should go to Thailand. I think he should. I would love to see both K2 and Kenny be painted BJ and the Bear colors. Yeah, I still love BJ and the Bear. Not going to lie. I'm going to have one. So we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. Just keep plugging away. And that's the hard part, you know, because trying to make stuff happen fast sometimes. It's like trying to find a rear clip for Kenny, trying to find the right rear clip. I thought I found a truck actually down on the island that I thought, oh, this is it. It's got 46 rears. We'll pick it up. We'll use it for Kenny. The problem is it's got like Chalmers suspension. It's like, dang it. And then Chalmers is like a rubber block suspension. So it's like, well, that's not going to work. So yeah, I'm going to keep looking. Ideally, what I would like to find is late model Kenworth. It's got good housings, so they're not rusted out. That's the biggest thing. Good housings, suspension components all there. You know, worn is okay, just not worn out. And a decent frame that we can stick onto them. And ideally, if it had fuel tanks that I could use, because Kenny's fuel tanks are kind of gross. You know, they're not great. So finding a Kenworth that's cheap but complete. Cheap but complete. I was also thinking what I should do is 537s. 537s or 567s. You should be able to get a straight answer from your sales guy, because if you're not getting a straight answer, then they don't know and are trying to whatever. So, gosh, now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. Cheap. I actually, I saw you. And okay, here's another thought that I had to find a rear clip for Kenny. If you know T2000s or the Peterbilt 587s, those were the what's the word I'm looking for? Integral cabs. They're kind of like a monoblock construction where they're kind of all glued together, and they were not a good truck. They just weren't great. You know, chassis are fine, but the cabs are and so they're not worth very much. And I saw one for sale for $14,000, and of course it's complete running, driving truck. And I thought I should buy that and pull the engine out, use it for K2, cut the chassis off, and use that for Kenny. And then just sell the cab to a wreckers for parts, whatever, make it into a treehouse for kids. I mean, how cool would it be to have a Peterbilt or a Kenworth treehouse? And it would actually be a Kenworth, because being that I want, a clip for a Kenworth, I don't want to put like Peterbilt suspension on Kenny, because then he turns into a Frankenstein truck. Not that there's anything wrong with a Frankenstein truck, because Chad Keegan on YouTube, he's got a Frankenstein truck, and it looks really cool. And well, it's different. I think it looks kind of cool for what it is. And it's an Aerodyne K100, so that's just wicked. And his interior is nice, and kudos to him. I love what he's doing, so enjoy watching him do stuff. And at the end of the day, this is a hobby for me, but guys like that are making a living with it. So that's why, Kenny, I don't want to just butcher it. And even though a lot of people have called me a butcher putting that little deck on Kenny, but you know what? It takes time. Actually painting it black would be cool. I'm not a big fan of 8-bag suspension. You know what? It's really not, it really doesn't have a strong following, 8-bag suspension. So, I mean, it does. It's on thousands of trucks over here, but hey, Florida, right on. I bet it's nice in Florida right now. Actually, I really like Florida. We went to Florida to Disney World and went on a Disney cruise back in 2018. It's the most expensive vacation we ever went on, but it was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I liked Florida. Yeah. I didn't like all the toll roads though. Yeah, that was a little bit something, but yes, adding a fifth wheel, 100%. That's actually why I want to get K2 started, because I want a fifth wheel truck, because like there's a truck that I've been dealing on down in with a feller. It's another K100 Aerodyne. I know that would be 5 trucks, but it's a burn victim. So that's why he's hoping I could save it. And I really want to, I have some really great ideas for it. It's actually got a 60 series in it. But if I had a trailer, or pardon me, if I had a fifth wheel, I could borrow a trailer from one of my customers or whatever, and I could just go get it. But the problem is, low and slow, the deck is too tall to haul an Aerodyne on. So I need to get a fifth wheel truck. Like, you know what? Low and slow is cool because it's a deck truck. It serves a purpose. But Kenny being short and Stubby being short, and I don't want to have 2 short trucks. And Stubby was short, like it was ordered short, so it can stay short. And I'm going to clean the interior out on that one because it's in the shop, and I want to get a little bit more done on it, but I would really like to get Low and Slow's windshield back in so I can kick his butt outside, because that truck is long. And then I'm going to get K2 rolling, and then I could push K2 into the shop to start tearing the frame apart and stuff for paint, and then roll them back outside. But with K2 in there with no windshield, or pardon me, with Low and Slow in there with no windshield, I can't do sweet diddly do. But I do have a problem. Oh, sorry, that's a rag. Hello. Hi, my name is Mike, and I am addicted to Cabovers. I can't help it. But you know what? As long as I'm saving them and making them running and driving, the key is not leaving them sit out in the bushes to rot and die, because there's nothing worse than someone saying, oh no, I'm going to fix it up one day, you can't have it. And then it just sits there and rots. There's actually there's a little story. I don't know if you guys know, I kind of love Corvettes. Yeah, if you want to check out my cars, go to Mike's Garage. It's where I got my car stuff. Trying to make that a channel as well, so it'll help. Well, because I want to get a Z06 Corvette. But anyways, I love Corvettes. So here's my story on stuff. There's a 58 Corvette in this town. It's been sitting in the back of a manufacturing shop, back corner, with a tarp on it for 40 years. So it's been sitting there for 40 years, the tarp on it. Story is the fellow was going to change the dash wiring harness 40 years ago, ripped it all apart, got tired of it, threw a tarp over it, and just never got back to it. So the car's still sitting there. It's been inside for 40 years. Still has the restoration book sitting on the seat. The dash is sitting on the hood. Nothing being done. So I said, you need to sell it to me. You need to sell me that Corvette. Somebody needs to rescue this Corvette. Nope, we're gonna fix it up this winter. That was last winter. No, they didn't fix it up. Oh, we're gonna make it into a resto mod. No, they didn't make it into a resto mod. So now it's 42 years later. Car's still sitting in the corner shop. Nobody's doing anything with it. So that's what I don't want to do with my Cabover. So that's why with K2, yeah, we're getting them running and driving. I'm not saying I'm going to get them all perfect and show quality out of the gate, but yeah, not going to let any turn to dust. So I'll sell them before I do that, or sell one. I do want to make, gosh, I really want to make one a really wicked show truck, but and that's what I was thinking with K2, because like having the no engine in it, like no engine in trans is a perfect time. Sandblast paint, new airlines, like make it right so that you could take it to work, go to Whitehorse, and not have to worry about it. But it's figuring out an engine though. Customer of mine had a 6NZ Cat that he rebuilt, and he put a platinum kit in it, did the clutch in it. You know, if it needed anything when they did it, he put new stuff in. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what I need for K2. And then the bill came to like $70-some thousand, and I was like, maybe I don't need that for K2. So yeah, big cats are expensive. Well, anything's expensive, but he's also got a brand new engine with warranty for 5 years. So you know what? There's value in that. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining in. And yeah, let me know. Do you like vlogs? Do you like vlogs? Do you like my vlogs? If I do a live, do you prefer a live in the morning? Because I'd really like to hear from, you guys in Europe and that. And if I do a live at 8 o'clock at night, then it's, you're probably sleeping, or maybe you're up working. I don't know. Maybe if I did a live at 10, then it's, I don't know what the time difference is. Maybe it'd be like first thing in the morning. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to thank you for 5 million views. I've been jabbering on for 27 minutes now, and it's greatly appreciated. Going to make more content. And the reality is it's a community, and I really appreciate every one of you. And I think black for the Kenworth would actually look really cool. Not going to lie. Black, blue buttons, black cells. Actually, someone sent me pictures of a black one with like white stripes that come around and do that. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I should try painting one myself just to do it on the cheap first. But I just cringe because, doing it on the cheap is not. I mean, let's face it, whenever any of us do stuff, there's a budget, but if I could get a professional to paint one, then it's just all the difference in the world. So yeah, but yeah, new video coming out on Friday, sandblasting the windshield frame on Low and Slow. I don't remember if you guys have been around for a bit. I got an overhead console for Low and Slow from a wreck truck in Prince George, and it's pretty badly banged up. And I actually did an Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, go check me out on Instagram, Peterbilt Mike _ on Instagram. But on the weekend, because I started using my favorite tool of all, JB Weld, gluing it back together, because those overhead consoles are hard to find. And you know what? I gotta say, it's actually kind of working out, gluing it back together with JB Weld. So I'd love to do. I saw one with a custom stainless overhead, and that was really cool. But man, I can't imagine what that would cost. There's not a lot of manufacturers around here to get stuff like that, and I kind of like the OEM look. So I'm JB welding it back together. It's looking really good. Might post a little video on that. And kind of what I've been doing is, put a piece together, glue it or epoxy it, and let it dry. And then the next night do a little bit, because it was mangled. Let me tell you, it was mangled. But it's looking good. That's right. JB Weld King of Canada. Let JB Weld know. They should sponsor me. They really should. And that reminds, excuse me, I need to get some more JB Weld, because the good stuff on Kenny, I don't know if you guys remember when I used the putty JB Weld, and I know I was going to end it, but you know what? Now we're talking JB Weld. So, so I used the putty JB Weld on the dash, and the dash piece kind of poked out. So last night I was out there, and there was a little gap. So I took my X-Acto knife, and I was like, and I poked the one side off, and then I managed to get the putty stuff off. So the putty stuff, doesn't stick as good as the other stuff. And let's be honest, I probably didn't clean it good enough either at that time, which I'm happy because now I can get the dash at least so it's, you know, flush instead of like that, try and get it like that. And those dashes in those K100s, it's interesting because it's like a plastic, but it's almost like compacted. So it's brittle, but it's not like a regular plastic to where it's like flexible. I don't know. It's weird. And I think that's a problem. And that truck's worked hard. Like it hauled mobile homes to Alaska and all the rest of it. But Argentina, hey, right on, very south of the world. I actually watched a vlog on Karen Nate, and they took a cruise to Antarctica, and I think somewhere around Argentina they cruised out. It was really cool, and you know what, it just makes me want to travel more. You guys live in some beautiful parts of the country, and I mean, I guess I take it kind of me and James Purdy talked about your JB Weld X-Freeze while I was out there. A few of his dashes are pretty beat up. Yeah, telling you, JB. Well, I guess proof is in the pudding. We'll see if the JB Weld works, but and there's different consistencies. But yeah, I was saying, like, I'd like to travel, and you guys live in a lot of nice places. Australia is beautiful. Europe, oh my gosh, there's so much history. Africa, and the cool thing is you know, the world's getting smaller, and some of these travel videos I watch, I don't know, it's pretty cool. So what I'd like to do is traveling, you know, hey, Gavin from Spain, go check out Spain and the trucks you guys got over there in the UK and Cuba. There we go. Yeah, go to Cuba. They got cool old cars in Cuba because of that whole whatever it was when the embargoes were on, and they got 57. Well, and I only say that because you see it on TV or people say that you got 57 Chevys running around. But yeah. So anyways, guys, I better get back to work. I closed my door. I don't know if they know that I'm on YouTube, but who's to say? Got some used trucks that I'm delivering right now. Bought some tri-quads for customers because right now with the shortage, you can't get trucks. So got a 567 that I got to pitch to another customer. Got to make some changes. Got a big fleet customer. They got a few hundred trucks, and I got to change some specs for them. And it's just lame work. You know, I shouldn't say it's lame work, but tedious. Changing a truck spec to match another one, and you're like, and you don't want to screw it up, because if you screw it up, it's expensive. Yeah. You think screwing up a JB Weld dash fix is expensive. You should try ordering a tri-drive truck without lockers. It's expensive. It's about $10,000 expensive. How do I know? Because they did it. Yeah. Having to add lockers after the fact, I had to replace all the housings because you need housings with the locker on it. And thankfully there's an exchange program, but yeah, learn to do by screwing it up once, and you really don't want to have it happen again. But anyways, guys, thanks for all the love. Much appreciated. Got more great stuff coming out, or at least trying to make more great stuff coming out. Windshield on low and slow. And as the weather gets better, it'll be better. I just about drove Kenny to work today, but I have the dash still ripped apart. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to say thank you for 5 million views. Can't wait till we hit 10 million views. The next milestone is 30,000 subscribers. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers, check out Peterbilt Mike, and yeah, we'll do great things. You guys are great. It's a great community. And with that being said, I better get to work. So take care, guys. Thanks for everything. Love y'all in a non-gay kind of way. So, and I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being gay, but I'm just not. But, you know, I should probably just end this because, yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe love is a bit of a... Mike, we stepped over the line. The line was here and you stepped over there. Okay, I appreciate y'all. That's better. I appreciate y'all. I just got creepy there. Yeah. 5 million views. Thanks, guys. Here we go. 30,000 subs on our way. Cheers. And not yet. There we go.